Hello.
Hi, Sally. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. What are you guys up to?
Oh, we're just practicing, finishing up some practice for the day.
Okay, perfect. Can I come in?
Please do.
Are you guys excited to talk about your upcoming yoga teacher training course?
Very excited.
So why don't we start just by you telling me a little bit about yourselves?
Oh, I'm Tanama. I'm from Puerto Rico. And I've been involved with practicing and teaching yoga for the last maybe 8 years or so.
And I'm Diego. I'm from South Africa. And I'm happy to share the inner wellness practices. The studio has been started in South Africa. We've been running teacher training for more than 10 years.
Wow. And how long have you been practicing yoga?
Well, early age, I started at 13. My sister handed me lights on yoga. She gifted me with the practice of yoga meditation at an early age. So blessed.
So let's talk a little bit more about the course. When is this happening?
It's in May. It's for the whole month of May, from May 1 to May 31.
Okay, and what is the course about?
It's a 200-hour teacher's training. It's really amazing in the space. We're going to do a residential program. So it's a 4-month-long retreat for self-care. It's also a teacher's training certification course.
In what type of yoga?
It's Hatha Vinyasa Yoga.
Okay, and what is covered, what type of content is covered in this course?
It's quite an integrated approach. We draw from different schools of Hatha Yoga. So there's a lot of alignment focus from Iyengar teachings. We also bring in traditional Ashtanga Vinyasa. And the philosophy really is what brings yoga to life. So we work with the 8 limbs of yoga, Patanjali's yoga philosophy. And that's very much goes hand in hand. It's a sister practice to Ayurvedic lifestyle. So Ayurveda, yoga, and mindfulness all integrated.
We're going to be covering everything from anatomy, physiology, to the history and the cultural context of yoga. Of course, we're going to go into postures and pranayama, or breath expansion, breath awareness. And like Diego said, it's going to be a very holistic integration of all of that. And the beauty of doing it in a space like this at Casa Grande Mountain Retreat is that we're going to be able to stay here, live here for the entire month, and put into practice a lot of the yogic and Ayurvedic lifestyle practices.
Would you say that's what makes this retreat a little bit more unique, or what are other characteristics?
Definitely one of the most special things about this particular training is where we're doing it. This place is a dream come true for us. Having the opportunity to do a yoga teacher training surrounded by the forest, surrounded by nature. We have a river flowing nearby, and it's really removed from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. So students and us, we get this opportunity to just really immerse in the study and practice.
It's very unique. Each training course is very special depending on the people that are within the space, and we really learn from everybody and share a beautiful connection with community. So it's definitely unique.
What is a typical day like for the students in this particular training course?
Well, because we're integrating the Ayurveda and we have the opportunity that it's residential, we will be guiding the students to start their day at dawn with self-care routines inspired by Ayurveda. So after students have their self-care routines in their rooms, we will then all meet in this beautiful space, El Templo, for the first practice of the day, which will be a practice that will be integrating postures, pranayama or breath, and meditation. And that'll get us to start the day on a beautiful note, and then we'll have some time for breakfast. Oh, that reminds me. Don't you need to go make breakfast?
We're going to go make breakfast. So
Diego's going to be preparing a beautiful Ayurvedic breakfast for us for this morning, kind of showcasing the wholesome, amazing food that we're going to be sharing in the course.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah,
Thank you,
look
Diego.
forward to serving
We'll
you.
see you in a little bit.
Enjoy.
So, Tanama, what happens after breakfast for the students?
Well, after breakfast, the day of study starts. We come to El Templo for our first workshop session for the day, and we'll have some interactive moments, some dialogue. Then we break for lunch. We have some rest after lunch, an opportunity to kind of integrate and maybe go for a walk or go for a nap. And after that, we have our afternoon session, which again can be a workshop. And we have some special things lined up, some surprises as well. We'll share that with you all later. And then we have a closing session for the day. And afterwards, we have dinner time, followed by a winding down period towards a noble silence for the evening so everybody can go to rest peacefully. And then we do it again the next day.
Sounds like a full, beautiful day.
It's amazing. I will be showing you around a little bit so you can see some of the spaces.
I'm excited. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
awesome.
So, Tanama, where are we going to next?
We're going to a restaurant, and it's in La Casa Grande. And it's actually called the Casa Grande, or the Big House, because this used to be a coffee farm. And the neighbors, whenever anybody was looking for the property, they would say, oh, just busca la Casa Grande, look for the big house. So that's where we're going next.
And what is this region called?
This is El Barrio Cabanillas Abajo, because we're close to El Lago Cabanillas, and then the river Cabanillas runs in front of the property.
And we get to see that later?
Yes, that's going to be fun. We're actually going to go to the kitchen so we can see what's for breakfast today.
Nice. Diego!
Hola.
Hey! So what's on the menu for breakfast today?
We've got something fresh this morning, fresh fruit bowl of local fruits.
Yummy.
Made up a cashew, vanilla, lime cream.
Nice.
A raw granola. So that's the fresh option. We've got something nourishing, almond pancakes with local mango sauce. So that's for breakfast.
So good.
Hope you're hungry.
I am.
All right, thank you. So let's have a seat. Can I get you a cup of tea?
I would love a cup of tea, thank you. So what do we have here?
Today we've got té de Jamaica y tulsi and holy basil.
So let's talk about the food and the program.
So our food in this restaurant and for the entire program is going to be 100% plant-based, and we always try to cook with the most fresh and local ingredients available. We use seasonal ingredients as well as much as possible. So all of the dishes are very wholesome, they're very nutritious, always delicious. They're inspired by Ayurveda, so that there's always beautifully balanced tastes and elements in all of the dishes that come out. And our intention is that throughout the course, students are feeling replenished with the meals and finding more balance and alignment with yoga and Ayurveda.
And here comes Diego with the food.
Yay!
What do you have for us?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Wow.
We've got almond pancakes. They're spiced with Ayurvedic chai spice. And there's a local mango sauce. And it's served with a cream made from cashews, vanilla,
Wow.
and lime.
Yum.
So that's the nourishing plate. We've got a nice balance between a fresh and cleansing fruit bowl, with local fruits, and there's a raw granola, and served with the same cashew cream.
Looks beautiful and delicious.
Gracias.
And Deo, can you talk to us a bit about the connection between food and yoga?
Yes, food really is the fuel that nourishes the body, nourishes the mind. So I always say food is most of the lifestyle and the practice of yoga. So keeping us feeling light and energetic, but at the same time grounded and balanced. So food is really the fuel for yoga.
All right. Thank you, Diego. Are we going to get started?
Yeah, let's get started. This is so delicious.
Danama, thank you so much for that delicious and nourishing breakfast. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's so good.
Yes. So where are we going to next?
Do you want to go for a walk? I'll show you around a little bit more.
That sounds fabulous right now.
Let's go. So this is our gift shop, and everything in our gift shop is from local artisans here from the island. Everything is made for wholesome living. So I'm very happy to highlight all these beautiful artists around the island.
Wow, these are gorgeous. Danama, can you tell me a little bit more about this space?
Yeah, well, this place is amazing. As you can see, it's hard to describe. It's actually set in a stewardship forest. So we are in the mountains of the island, surrounded by a beautiful tropical forest that we are consciously and intentionally preserving. And the space itself is founded on principles of eco-consciousness and eco-friendliness. The rooms, as you will see as we walk around, are cabins made out of wood, and we have no TV, no AC, and that is with the intention to minimize noise pollution, to minimize disruption to the environment, to the natural environment, so that the plants and the animals here can live as close to nature as they can, as well as us. We also have very little light pollution, so at night the sky is so beautiful and bright. It's amazing. Yeah, so we'll show you one of the rooms now.
Yeah, perfect. Is this where the students will be staying?
Yeah, so each student is going to have their own private room, and we'll check one of the rooms out now.
Perfect.
So I'm going to show you one of our rooms. Every single room has its own balcony and hammock, which is overlooking the mountains and the gardens.
Stunning. Is that the river on the background?
That is the sound of the river.
Wow.
Rio Caunitas. Come in. And this is one of our bedrooms. We have these beautiful murals in each room. Every room has its own mural that was hand painted. And the rooms are super cozy. The linens, the towels, the robes are all organic cotton. And each room has its own bathroom as well.
Oh, shower current. So cute.
And then we have these really lovely, eco-friendly toiletries, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and body lotion in every room.
I love the hammock here with the river on the back.
It's perfect.
Tanama, can you tell us what called you to start practicing yoga?
I started because of physical reasons. I needed to release some physical tension. I also felt like I needed to gain some flexibility and more mobility. And I also started to practice some meditation and breathing just really simple things to help with mental fatigue and anxiety. It wasn't until I had an accident where I injured my tailbone and my lower back, and I really needed yoga, and I started practicing it more regularly, and I found just incredible relief. And something happened that I wasn't expecting, which was there was a shift in my relationship to myself as well, and my relationship to others and my environment. I kind of came back to myself. So yoga, it just renewed me, gave me a new sense of living, and I kept practicing. I just kept practicing. Eventually I traveled to India, and that gave me a life-changing experience in relationship to yoga as well. Yeah.
And how did you get into teaching?
Well, my background is in teaching. I studied sociology and education, and I really enjoy teaching. I really enjoy creating content and sharing knowledge, dialogue, and just learning new things and supporting other people in learning. So when I was in India, actually, I met Diego, who is my partner and co-lead teacher in the program. And he invited me to South Africa, where he has Inner Wellness Studio, a yoga school that runs courses and retreats and teacher trainings. So I joined him there, and with my background in education, I started to support him in making the curriculum more aligned, and I just kept going from there. Been teaching together for over 5 years now.
Wow. What are some of the things that students can look forward to doing on their days off?
Well, there's lots to do here in Casa Grande, especially on a rest day. You can just enjoy the space, go on some of the trails. We have a mountain trail and we have a river trail that leads to a beautiful waterfall. Taking a nap and hanging out in the hammock is a really nice option that I would do. And we also have some additional services here. We have massage and Reiki. I want to show you the treatment room. It's really cute and cozy, and it's amazing because when we open up all the windows, you can see outside, and you can mostly hear the river and the birds and the plants and all the beautiful things. So it lends itself to a really beautiful experience.
So where am I headed next?
Next, we're gonna go over to the river. Diego's gonna meet you down the way so that you can go check that space out and chat with him a little bit more.
Okay. Thank you, Tanama.
See you later.
Hey, Diego.
Hey, Dali. You want to come down to the river?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Let's go. So, Diego, you mentioned earlier that your yoga journey began when your sister gifted you the book Light on Yoga. How did your practice evolve since then?
See, that's till now it's 20 years ago, so I'm grateful to my sister. And it actually evolved through just the interest in movement, and I was introduced to capoeira and other forms of dancing, and that led to an interest in the more subtle aspects of yoga, like the meditation, the lifestyle, the breathing practices, just being connected with nature. It was a natural evolution just through studies of the built environment and looking at nature and sustainability. Yoga was a natural draw for me, looking at how everything is connected.
Wow. And what led you to develop the yoga teacher training course?
It was also a very natural progression. I started teaching, very simply sharing my own practice and what I had learned, and through the intention to want to share the benefits of the lifestyle and yoga itself, it just naturally happened.
Beautiful. So I think we'll take a pause with the rain and continue in a second. Okay, thank you, Diego. Well, hey, Tanama.
I'll walk you back.
Yeah, thank you. What is this space here to the right?
This is our bonfire and drum circle space. And, surrounded by cacao trees and the river, and it's magical.
Wow.
We have amazing evenings here, singing and dancing. It's really fun.
Cacao ceremonies, perhaps?
Cacao ceremony.
Nice. Beautiful.
All right, let's keep going. So this is our beautiful pool. It's filled with spring water actually, and we keep it clean with very low chemicals and salt actually. So it's a salinated spring water pool.
Wow.
Awesome. It's really deep, perfect for a morning swim. Very refreshing.
It's beautiful. Do you want to sit for a bit?
Yeah, sure. I'd love that.
Tanama, can you tell me what it's like to travel to Puerto Rico?
Oh, traveling to Puerto Rico is actually really simple, especially if you're coming from the States. There's direct flights from most major cities near the East Coast, and U.S. citizens and people traveling from the States actually do not need a passport to come here. So you take a flight to San Juan International Airport, which is about an hour and a half from here, and we highly recommend taking a car. And if you don't have your own vehicle, we're happy to help you arrange transport.
And that's to travel from the San Juan airport to Casa Grande?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the weather like in May here?
The weather, it's variable. It can be a little bit rainy sometimes, mostly sunny. But we are in the Central Mountains, very close to the rainforest. So it's good idea to bring a raincoat.
Got it. Is there anything else that you would like to add or say before we close this out?
Oh, just that I'm super grateful for this time to show you around, to tell you a little bit more about the space and the course. We're super excited. And yeah, we are looking forward to meeting you all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tanama.
You're welcome, Dali.
Bye.